The ocean, horizon, and you my paradise, my lady.
Hi guys, I'm back for another video. This one is going to be another postpartum prep video. For starters, I'm going to be making my own tomato sauce. These are tomatoes fresh from my garden. I'm going to quarter these and then roast them for about an hour. So I'm just quartering these tomatoes and then plopping them on the baking sheet. I feel like I'm really bad at giving directions while I'm trying to focus on cutting something with a sharp object. Have you guys ever seen a tomato like this? You might not have if you don't grow your own tomatoes, but this is what's called cat-faced. It looks like this. It's still a perfectly good tomato to eat if bugs haven't attacked like this, which they haven't. But this happens when two blossoms kind of fuse together and they get fertilized. It kind of grows like this. Just a fun little tidbit right there for you guys. Next, I'm going to do fresh garlic. I don't know about you guys, but garlic has always been kind of tricky to me, and I had to like take the paper off. If you guys have any suggestions on how to take the paper off, you let me know. Okay guys, I finally am done cutting my garlic. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of garlic. Look at how big this clove is, you guys, compared to these little ones. It's huge. But anyways, so you just put the whole cloves of garlic onto your baking sheet like so. Spread them all around. And then you want to add salt and pepper and olive oil to this, and then bake it on 375 degrees Fahrenheit for an hour. Now that you got all your ingredients on there, you just want to add your seasonings. So you just take some olive oil, a generous amount, and just go over the whole thing like so. And then salt and some pepper. And then what you're going to want to do is put this in your oven at 375 degrees for an entire hour, making sure to probably check on it towards the end to see that it's roasting and not burning. There we go. Oh, I almost forgot, you guys. You gotta add some oregano to this too. Or Italian seasoning. I actually don't have Italian seasoning right now, so I'm just gonna use what I got. So that would be oregano, the closest best thing. And I love oregano, so I'm just gonna generously pour a lot of this on there. There we go. It smells good. It smells like pizza. All right. All right, guys, I'm getting started on my baked ziti. I'm just sauteing some onions right now, and while that is getting nice and translucent, a little bit more olive, I'm going to be chopping up this garlic right here and adding that in for the last minute that the onions are in here. You guys want to know a really fast way to chop up garlic and onions? I have this nifty little tool here. It's by Pampered Chef. It's like a little handheld chopper thing. You just put all your ingredients in there like that. Oh, you guys can't even see me. Like that. And then you just press down like this a few times. And then all your garlic is chopped. Ta-da! There we go. Okay, so I have my onions going. I'm going to put in my garlic now, cook that for a minute, and then add in, it's kind of hard to do it one-handed, and add in the spinach. Add in the spinach. I just get this huge bag from Costco. I'm going to throw a lot in there. When I'm cooking, I like to add as much veggies as I can. So, and plus, spinach wilts down a lot when you cook it, so go for it and add a lot if you guys feel like it. There we go. Alright, so I got my tomatoes out of the oven now, along with all the drippings. And all you have to do is just mash it with a potato masher. If you guys want to like super thin, you could always blend it as well. I got my tomatoes in a saucepan right now, and I'm just mashing it. I'm gonna let this cook on medium heat for a little bit just so that the water, some of the water evaporates and it gets a little bit thicker. But this smells so good, you guys. Such an easy tomato sauce recipe. Better already, you guys. You can tell that some of the water is evaporating and it's getting a little bit thicker. Okay, now while the noodles are cooking, which I'm gonna have to do in 2 batches because my largest pot right now has pinto beans in it because I'm making refried beans from scratch. Anyways, I'm going to be making the filling for the stuffed shells. So, let me see if I can bring you guys down here real quick. Can you guys see that? There we go, kind of, sort of. Okay, so I have some ricotta in here. I'm just putting some, Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna be shredding up some mozzarella cheese, which I haven't done yet. As you can see, it's still in a block. And then I'm just gonna add my spinach, garlic, and onion mixture into here as well. There we go. I let this drain for a little bit so it's not so wet because the spinach gives off a lot of water. Just mix this up, and then once the shells are cooled down, then I will fill and stuff. Don't forget to add salt and pepper to your ricotta mixture as well because it has to be well seasoned to taste. Okay, so I added my salt and pepper and my mozzarella cheese. I honestly feel like this might be too much filling, but it's okay. I'm just gonna put it back in the container and then I'll figure out something else I can do with it. But just mix this all together. I have my shells on the stove right now cooking away. Yeah, my aunt used to make us stuffed shells when I was little all the time. And I actually haven't had them in years, so. Her recipe calls to add an egg in here as a binder, but I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do it as is, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine, you guys. It smells so good. Okay, guys, so now I have my first batch of shells already cooked to al dente, which means it has a bite to it. I'm just gonna let these cool, and then I will stuff the shells. Okay, second batch is done. I'm just using a slotted spoon to kind of drain out the water and put it in this bowl so that they can cool. You want to make sure you watch your noodles because you don't want them to get too sauced. Alright guys, so my shells have completely cooled. They're still pliable, they're not hard or anything. I'm just gonna take a spoon and some of the mixture here and stuff. Just like that. This is gonna get really messy, but the messier the better. I'm just gonna speed through this, and then I'm gonna freeze it on this baking sheet. I originally was gonna put it in foil pans, but I think I'm just gonna freeze them individually and put them in a Ziploc bag so that if I'm feeling like I want like 10 that day because I'm hungry, then I'll have 10. If I'm feeling like I just want a snack and have like 5 of them, then I can just have 5. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay guys, I got all my shells stuffed now, so I'm gonna put this in the freezer to flash freeze for an hour or so, maybe a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag, and then that's all she wrote. One recipe done. Alright guys, so right now I'm just putting all of my frozen stuffed shells inside this Ziploc bag right here. I labeled it already. It says stuffed shells, top with sauce, 350 degrees for 45 minutes. I'm glad I'm doing it this way versus the pans, because honestly this will save me a lot of room in my freezer. And then I can just take out a few. Probably should have counted how many are in here, but I'm assuming like over 30. Okay guys, so this is the stuffed shells. I made one so I could taste test it for you guys. Nice and gooey. Yum. Can't wait to try this. You guys, that's delicious. Totally flavorful. The homemade sauce is delicious. I'm gonna be eating good when I bring my daughter home from the hospital. This is so good, you guys. Yum. And then I'm gonna, oh my goodness, I'm a mess. I wonder if this is any good by itself. There's no rot anything in it, so I'm just gonna eat it like this. That's not bad. I'm just pregnant and hungry right now, so bottoms up.